course, the Bowser, another one of his main characters, and then Wolf and Lucina, right out of the Leo playbook.
Didn't he mess around with Chrom at one point, I thought?
M2K? I don't recall that at all. But
okay.
I did know about Incineroar, Bowser, Lucina, and Wolf are really his big three.
Oh, I think that was just Zero trying to like coax him into playing him. Like he gave him like a challenge to play Chrom online. It's like he didn't like him because he.
That's weird. I feel like M2K would be good with Chrom.
Right, because like he's so close to Marth from Melee.
Yeah, not only would he be good with him, but he'd, you know, like him.
Yeah, like I think that's the thing. Honestly, I genuinely believe it's because of the recovery. He just wasn't about that.
Right, and here he is playing Incineroar.
Yeah. So wait, hold on.
Yeah, of course. They have quite a few differences in the recovery, so maybe M2K just likes having the side B to fall back on. We'll see, though. Larry going to be leading Shulk. I don't know. I wouldn't say this is his weakest character. It's probably Pit. So it's not like he's just going for a throwaway at the beginning. Probably wants to establish a good lead, have the weak point in the middle, and then you've got Fox, Falco, and Wolf padding your team at various points. And, of course, the anchor Wolf that we've seen Larry roll with pretty much the whole time, right? I think he's not played Fox last even, which is very interesting.
Yeah. Well, what's been very strange about the Shulk is that like it took him this long to finally go to a Minato art, and unfortunately for Mew2king, he's gonna misspace that up, even though he was in control of that entire stock.
Yeah, Larry really showing that his Shulk is a pocket Shulk. Yeah, if he wasn't using the arts for that long.
But then the second he got the forward air with the speed Minato art, he was able to like push him off stage for that long, which is what that arts really thrives at doing. Yeah,
got those gimps, get those edge guards. But of course, Larry does play this character to quite a good degree of success in SoCal. I think he won a tournament with all Shulk at one point a couple months ago.
He's a big fan of the character, man. Like I say, doesn't play Xenoblade Chronicles, but that's not a requirement to play these characters.
No, I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
I do think he's into Star Fox, though. It
would
only
no, he
make
is.
sense.
Yeah. DHF, man. Oh, trying to get that second forward air, but now we got Wolf coming out from Mew2king. At this point, the thing is, like, Shulk's entire game plan right here is to try to use that big sword to just keep their opponent away because his aerials aren't notoriously fast or anything. But, like, and honestly, I like that option. Going for the backslash that high in the air while in shield and outer art prevents you from being able to, you know, die. It gives you a free recovery back on stage. But, you know, Mew2king's just going to play patient, bust out the Falco from Larry.
See it. Larry trying to intercept the recovery with fair. Probably expecting the high side B onto the stage, but not going to pan out for him.
There we go. Goes for the up throw back air just to push him back off stage. Now, Falco's one of those characters. I'm pretty sure he has the highest jump in the game. He gets so much distance on that nonsense.
I believe so. And Greninja and ZSS are right up there, too. Of course, jump art Shulk.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
that man is flying.
Yeah, honestly,
literally.
That guy literally to the moon.
Either way, Larry untouched with Falco still. Just showing that he still got chops with this character. We saw him play a little bit of Falco in Smash 4, but of course this guy was a world champion with Falco in Brawl, so it's going to take a lot for that knowledge to go away.
Right, and you know, Falco got a lot more going for him in that game too. There we go, down tilt.
That's for certain, man.
Could you imagine if they gave him like a chain grab or something in this game?
Or even just those lasers, but I'm glad we don't live in that timeline. Yeah. Larry would have already won Squad Strike here.
And the entire tournament to boot. There he goes.
Possible.
Down throw, has him at 174%, drags him down. You see that get caught?
Yeah, and he could have swung forward air, but I don't know if he, you know, would have had as much time to recover or just adjust on the fly right there. So smart by Larry picking neutral air, knowing it would still kill. M2K almost breaking the shield with Pound, man.
Yeah, really.
2019, bro.
Could you imagine? Because like in that move, that's always been like the shield breaker move ever since like the beginning.
Right, yeah, that was before Marth had anything, before he existed.
Exactly. Now we see him again dragging him down with the aerial to extend into the combos. That's like Falco's entire game plan, is to try to find a way to make his opponent go airborne so he can just jump up there with immense speed, catch the back air, doesn't even care that it's a float, he can still connect it and brings out the Lucina from Mew2king.
And things are getting a bit out of hand at this point. Larry making a huge runaway with Falco.
It's almost like, yeah, like you said, it's just literally like Falco doing all of the work for Larry. It doesn't even feel like a squad strike match. It's just Larry fighting off against, okay, next. And now Mew2king coming down with these forward airs, not going to be able to get too much off of it. This is literally just a combo show. Are we watching a combo video right now with Falco?
Falco really does have some of the craziest combo game in Ultimate. I think he's very unexplored in general. We see Kofi doing lots of work back home, but for the folks out there who don't have him in their region, I could imagine that this is probably raising some eyebrows.
Right. There we go. Just plays it safe. Neutral air at a shield, one of the safest options you can probably go for with Lucina. Catches the Falco Phantasm and nets himself a stock.
Yeah, if a character's tall enough to get caught by Lucina's Rising there, this matchup gets a lot harder for them. M2K trying to break Pit's shield here. Knows he needs to make a huge comeback, needs to make some big plays in the process. But Larry just going to cross him up with that roll. A little bit disrespectful. You know, you rarely see players at this caliber just get opened up by a cross-up roll from the edge like that. They're usually scouting that out, but M2K committed to the jump. Larry saw the opportunity. Oh, yeah, he still had his jump. Okay.
He tried to get out of that corner, too. He's very desperate for that. I respect the double jump air dodge, but Larry Lurr just had it covered. You know, he just goes for the dash attacks. We just go from one ledge to the next for Mew2king.
Larry's had some great aim on these arrows, too.
I mean, those arrow loops, not arrow loops, but the arrows, you got to be able to try to find its mark. Not the easiest thing in the world to get those snipes. Now we got 160%, looking for this backer to potentially get the kill. Dolphin slide. I feel like the tables have turned a little bit, going off super deep to catch that, but the up B is going to be able to get back onto the stage safe and sound. Now he's hovering to try to mix up his recovery. Great tech coming out from Larry Lurr, but Mew2king is going to be able to catch that back air and bring this to a 2-stock match.
We were saying he needed to make some big plays. Those were big plays, a series of big plays from Mew2king here, but now he's left up against Larry's 2 anchors, I would say, you know?
Yeah.
Even though Wolf is last, these are really the bulk of the team here for Larry. Fox and his arch rival.
Yeah, Wolf, dude, honestly, and this is going to be a struggle for Mew2king if he loses his Lucina right now, because Bowser against the Space, he's not a fun matchup. There we go. You saw him go for the desperate counter. They're just playing patient. Goes in there. You saw the parry coming out. He went for one of his fastest options. You know, neutral air. Just wasn't able to find to connect. So again, Lucina with maximum rage. Kind of a scary situation for Larry, but he still lives.
I'd say it's even scarier for Mew2king, of course, being at 200. You know.
Yeah.
But this has certainly turned around quite a bit. M2K playing some really tight neutral here. Oh, of course, until the whiffed shield breaker in the wrong direction. Fox not able to really kill off throws until probably about this percent right by the edge. Uh-oh. Oh,
finds
my
an
Lord.
Opportunity to get that forward air on Fox Illusion.
He's been edge guarding that character for 20 years now.
Yes.
So I'm not too surprised that he was able to pick it up. But man, Larry gonna even it right back up with back throw, cross stage. You saw Mew2king just teleport off the top of the screen.
Now we got Anchor versus Anchor, Wolf versus Bowser. Let's see if Mew2king can try to pull something out of the tool shed in this matchup or not, because I feel like Bowser's just going to try to oppress him, but
he's just burning down the tool shed.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's wood, so why not? There we go. Comes back in with the forward air. The thing is, like, this is Bowser. Oh
no! Larry with the drop to end all drops right there.
Was he trying to go for the platform?
He might have just wanted turnaround laser, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to check the tapes as well on that one and see what the situation he was looking for was.
Know. Oh, God.
Maybe he just thought, yeah, he'd catch the edge, or, again, could have been completely unintentional. But, man, that's a heartbreaker. Larry was smoking Mew2king. You know what I'm saying? But that was, wow. The M2K made really, really clutch plays with the Lucina. Kept his head on straight. Of course, just ran the process that he's been running for so long. He knows what it's like to be one of those sorties and have to edge guard Fox. He knows exactly how long Illusion takes to start up, etc. So props to him on that. But Larry just kind of threw the rest of it away. So maybe that'll either light a fire underneath him and inspire some better gameplay in this next match, or Mew2king's just going to be like, you know what, man? I see the holes now. Like, I've exposed the weakness in your play. I'm just going to run with this, take the momentum, and clean up the 2-0.
And I just could not believe the amount of mileage he got out of that Lucina, man. That was like, what, 3 stocks he took with Lucina alone? And now this is like the most important part right now is when are you going to bust out the spacies for me to use Lucina to get those edge guards?
Right.
So it becomes like a little guessing game here. You see me contemplating which characters to go for.
I love it, man. It's like Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
You're picking your lineup. But, of course, in this game, they actually go in a set order, whereas in Pokemon Stadium, really only your starter matters. But we'll see how this unfolds, man. Okay, M2K starting Wolf. And Larry starting Shulk. M2K went Incineroar first last game. Didn't really get to do all that much. Got dragged off stage by the speed Shulk. And just a couple fairs was enough to make it too far for him to recover.
And who is that second character for Larry? Is that oh, that's Pit. Yeah.
It looks like Cloud.
That's why I was like, wait, is that Cloud? No, it's definitely Pit.
Without fail, every single time I've looked at Larry's squad strike lineup, I've thought that character was Cloud. Yeah. Literally every single time.
I mean, look, they got blonde, spiky hair, man.
Right.
All right, here we go. Again, you see Larry Lurr trying to control the tempo here by spacing out with this gigantic sword. He's got the Monado.
That was so clean by M2K going for the lagless downward pointed up B. That's actually a pretty good option on the low. Not something you want to rely on, but in a pinch could really make a difference in terms of getting back down or escaping disadvantage. It's got multiple hits. It's very strong. Not a lot of lag.
And it can catch your opponent off guard if they don't see it coming, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they got the sour spot neutral air again, trying to get this combo started with it. And Laurel is going to try to finish this off with the smash from Outer Ward. This is going to be able to kill if he just kind of like smacks it with the sword, whether it just be a tilt or whatever. But, you know, he's a too low percent for the forward tilt to get the mark, but he ends up paying the price for going that deep with the forward air. Side B finding its mark with the spike and gets back to the stage. And here comes the pit from Lurr.
Such a smart recovery there from M2K too. Even though Wolf has a pretty short recovery distance, I mean, side B is pretty decent.
Yeah.
But either way, he doesn't have the best recovery out there, and M2K still had the presence of mind to just fade in and out, mislead Larry as to when he was going to come in, and then you saw it right there, just sending him to the depths.
Yeah, it's incredibly important that he was managed to, you know, find his mark right there. And again, we got the down smash on the ledge, trying to catch that up B on the 2-frame potentially. Mew2king starting to run home away with this, using just the Wolf alone, racking up already 104 damage against Lurr's pit.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like this pit from Larry. I don't think I've seen it do all that much in a single one of his games here, but hey man, he's got him here for a reason, whether it's just because he needs a 5th character and can't figure out who else he likes, or because he does legitimately believe in the character. And M2K, yeah, kind of take advantage of the last day or last couple days that he'll be able to use that side B lag cancel after the directional air dodge off stage. Managed to turn it into another stock. Man, I wish you could like down B and switch out your characters like Pokemon Trainer and Squad Strike.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's Pokemon Trainer in Squad Strike. That would be so sick. Or like you could decide what character you throw out next by holding down a button or something.
Yeah, that at the very least
that would be
really
sick,
cool.
actually.
That would be very cool, and definitely like not unfair or anything.
No, not at all. It'd just be counterpick the game.
Right. So in between stocks, you could switch it up.
Yeah.
Either way, Larry down to the Falco that made so much happen for him in the last match. This is, I would say, his second, maybe third best character. Right, like his Wolf, obviously he believes in very much so if he's sticking him on the end of every single match. But still, this Falco just really devastating. Oh, and almost eating a real disgusting down smash there.
That would have been devastating for Larry, but managed to just get up there, get the back throw, shoots Wolf, and brings us down to Jigglypuff. Now, last time, Mew2king's Jigglypuff didn't really do anything.
No, absolutely.
And I think he's just trying to find this opening. This is going to pretty much be his playstyle, right? Trying to find his way back down to the ground, weaving in and out until he finally finds the advantage and try to press the issue. There it is. There's a grab. So you can try to get off that, but Larry just responding with an aggressive recovery.
You know, now it makes extra sense that M2K is playing Puff against Larry because he's using 3 spacies, right? And just as we were saying before, M2K is so rehearsed at edge guarding that illusion / Firefox style recovery. And it makes sense. A character that's in melee, a character that has a great offstage game like Jigglypuff would be one of his picks to take on this guy.
And he also has a lead with Jigglypuff, which is what he's going to be able to thrive with too, because he is not approaching.
Right, that's another thing. M2K, very resolute when he's camping. He doesn't really care what happens. He'll still just go back to the game plan, float around. You see just how ridiculously fast this character is in the air.
And you see him trying to camp these platforms as well, but Lurr finds the mark with that opening. And you know, it reminds me of the Smash 64 competition that Mew2king was a part of with the Kirby. Like he literally, it was Super Smash
Masters.
Yeah, Smash Masters. He was just standing there and refused to approach because there was no timer on that game. And got the up tilt. There we go. Finally catches the Falco Phantasm, goes for the neutral air, gets the kill. And now we got Fox coming out from Larry. And again, Mew2king has the lead.
He's literally about to start planking, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going to try. I mean, after you regrab the ledge once, you're completely vulnerable. So, but yeah, this is exactly his game plan because Lurr risks a lot jumping off stage as Fox or Wolf. But hey, deleted it. That was incredibly important back here for Lurr to connect.
Are we going to see Larry run the comeback this time? I feel like Incineroar, a character who's fragile enough off stage that we could see a huge turnaround, man.
Even though that may be true, the problem is that the next character is Lucina. And that was the one that put in so much work against this Fox and Wolf, just species in general. All right, here we go. It's the Incineroar Classic coming out from Mew2king, trying to get these combos started, making him go airborne with a bunch of up airs. And again, Mew2king playing incredibly patient here, waiting for an opening where Lurr kind of overextends a little bit, maybe try to catch a side B.
M2K also showcasing some of his melee background with a lot of wave lands on these platforms, and especially really cleanly executed ones, something that I don't see too much of from players who primarily played Smash 4 before the release of this game.
Right.
So props to him, something that a lot of people could learn from. Oh, okay.
He tried to get him with the up B and bring it back onto the stage.
If he didn't tech, I would have been pretty upset. Uh-oh.
Strongest back throw in the game is going to actually kill you. Saw Lurr try to survive that by going for the double jump to get into the corner of the blast zone. And now Wolf, his final contender, has to take away 3 different characters. Can he do this? It's looking pretty negative in his favor, man.
Yeah, and by the way, huge asterisk on that strongest back throw in the game thing. Only in the corner. Anywhere else on the screen, Nessus is stronger because Incineroar's has mostly vertical knockback. But yeah, in the corner, you've got nowhere to run anymore, and that's going to wipe you off the board as early as you saw in Larry's case, 96 before the throw, I'm pretty sure.
That is a strong-ass suplex, man.
It really is, man. Taking me back 2 weeks ago to Suplex City.
Oh, those were the times.
At WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. Larry down to the wire at this point. M2K playing some really, really evasive neutral. Making sure Larry's coming to him in pretty much every situation and just stuffing him out right there.
This could be the edge guard that he needs.
He's still making it back. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
That was a deep recovery for the likes of Incineroar.
He wanted that forward tilt. Wolf gets a lot of that. If he manages to connect that tilt, that's going to be a dead Incineroar. But again, Mew2king approaching with a down air.
Yeah, I like that. I think he caught a whiff grab. He wanted to probably pop him up into the air with the spike, but instead he got the sour spot. Wow, speaking of spikes and getting popped up, M2K obliterated by that one. I feel like that was the Exodia side B, but man, up B out of shield, so reliable as a punish for M2K. Not enough to do it though. And next one should.
Lurr's trying to survive as long as they can. He's at 142%. The second he loses neutral one more time, it's pretty much going to be over. And again, he's got that burst option. Why not just throw out Dolphin Slash when you're unshielded? Even if it whiffs, Lurr's only going to get damage off of it. And you still have a stock right after that. But closing up that gap as much as he can, already has him at 78 damage. This could be brutal. Up throw again, trying to keep him airborne. This is really important for Lurr to play as patient as possible. He crossed him up and gets caught jumping. Up air coming out from Mew2king, closing that out with a 2-stock at the very end, 2-0. Mew2king, of all players, moving on to losers semis in Squad Strike today.
Guaranteed top 4, man. And you saw he's got a solid degree of proficiency with all of those characters. Even the Jigglypuff, which looked probably like the most